Good morning and welcome to another episode of Unlocking You 2.0. My name is Balwinder Marwaha, your transformational leadership coach. Alongside with me is Spencer Bonin, certified emotion code and body code practitioner. So today we're here to talk to you about, are you winning or are you winning? And you're probably wondering, well, what do you mean by that? You're like making fun of the election in the US? Like, right? Who's winning?
Yeah.
But anyways, I won't even go there. That's a scary rabbit hole to go down. But in reality, it's either we believe that you're winning or you're losing. But that's not true, believe it or not. It's, are you winning or are you winning? And it's, how are you winning? And so let's talk about the subconscious side of winning today and the different ways that we do win. So Spencer, take it away.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for that. So this is such a really exciting topic for me. I find I just think this is such an amazing kind of paradigm shift that we all really could use a nice little wake up call here, because the reality is we are programmed to win. There's a lot of things out there where we think that we're not programmed to win. But guess what, guys? We are, because we're wired for it. We're wired to win.
Absolutely.
We literally win with everything in our lives. Every single thing in our life, we are winning with right now. And you may not, and you might be thinking like, wait, what? No, I don't have the relationship I want. I don't have the finances I want. But guess what? You are winning because your subconscious is the thing that's at play here, and it is designed to win and get what it's programmed to get. So maybe you're not getting what you consciously want because subconsciously there's something there that's competing with it that it is going for, and it's winning every single time. So because the question is like, what are you subconsciously programmed for? Now, our subconscious is like a supercomputer. Its main purpose is to keep us alive. Its main purpose to keep our physical body alive and well. And as a result, it sets up defense mechanisms. So the biggest defense mechanism that our body or our subconscious produces is something that we've talked about before called the heart wall. Now, there's a multitude of reasons why we'd want to release the heart wall, but really the truth is it does give us a little bit of benefit, because every time we get one of these trapped emotions in our heart wall, we feel this kind of pain or strain on our heart, like a heaviness on our heart. But what our subconscious sees is that that's a big problem. If this happens again, we might die of a broken heart syndrome, right? So as a defense mechanism, it's like, okay, we're going to put this heart wall here. We're going to shut that off, put that in a bunker so that next time something like this happens, we're not going to feel it as much and we're not going to die of that broken heart syndrome. We're going to keep you alive. So you consciously are like, I want to have more loving connections with people. I want to have more energy. I want to know what my purpose is. Well, your subconscious is like, well, guess what, buddy? We've been down that road. We're blocking that off. We don't want you to die. We're here to keep you alive. So we're gonna put this heart wall around you. So, and obviously, as we go through our life, we learn to kind of deal with those different emotions. So down the road, it becomes safer to release it. So that's kind of what's going on there. Another big thing that I really want to cover is something called a despair anchor. And we've talked about these on this channel before, these video series before. And literally what a despair anchor is it's a subconscious belief system or belief in some way that our subconscious is seeking to fulfill that mission. It's given a mission and it's winning at that mission every single time. So let's just say you're a single guy, and you want to go out on dates all the time, or you want to find a mate. And let's just say when you do go out on dates, you get rejected all the time. But guess what? You actually might have, you think consciously, man, I want this love, I want this relationship. Subconsciously, that's a totally different story. You might have a despair anchor that says, I'm going to be rejected, or I'll never be loved. And guess what? If this keeps happening, you keep getting rejected, you keep getting people that aren't loving you, or whatever it is, your subconscious is winning that battle every single time, and you have no idea what's going on in the background. But luckily, us over here at the body code, emotion code, transformational leadership coaching kind of aspect of things, we know exactly what's going on, and we can get in there and we can extract that stuff. So that's what's going on subconsciously, Bally. What's going on consciously with this whole winning, and we're actually winning when we think we're not winning.
Yeah, absolutely. So Spencer, thank you very much for that. And you know what you said there right at the beginning is that our subconscious mind, our body is designed to win. In fact, you want to look at kids. No matter what happens, they're happy with it. They have like no expectations. You could, as a kid, you could give them anything and they're happy with it. Yeah, they don't need the latest and greatest toy. They don't need the best food. Whatever you feed them, whatever you do, they're happy with it. And that's because their subconscious mind hasn't had too much trapped emotions or emotional baggage or hardship. So at that point, their subconscious mind is very easy to please, and everything is like, "Hey, that was a win. Hey, I got a crayon. Yeah. Oh, I have two of the same crayon. Yeah." Where as adults, we're like, "Hey, I've got a crayon. Oh, I got another red crayon. Well, I don't need two red crayons. What the heck?" Right? So, you know, that's the shift. For them, it's like, hey, everything's a win, everything's
Yeah.
a bonus, right? But as we go through life and as we start to trap emotions and as our subconscious starts to say, okay, well, wait, I got to protect you from this. Oh, wait, this can't happen again. We start to feel like we're not winning anymore. But the
Mm.
reality is we're still winning. So I'll give you a couple of examples. Well, let's touch on what you said, Spencer, relationship.
Yeah.
You're in a relationship with someone and you go through the trials and tribulations. You have great times, which you're excited about, and those great memories. Your first kiss, the first time you held hands, the first time you said "I love you" to someone. Those are all great wins. They'll make you feel good. But let's say this relationship comes to an end, and relationships come to an end because of bad things happening. So what bad things were happening? you know, maybe there was a lot of arguing and fighting. Maybe there was a difference in beliefs. Maybe it was like, I used to love the fact that you were this type of person, but this drives me nuts now. Like, yeah,
Mm.
I need my space. Before I was like, oh, he's so caring, or he says, oh my God, she's so kind. She messages me like all the time, every day. Well, now it's like, oh my God, stop messaging me. You know, so the reality is that even though you had all those great times, all these negative things that happened that came about, they're still wins because now as an individual, your mind knows what you want and what you don't want.
Yeah.
You've moved forward. It's been a win for you. You've been able to say that, hey, these are the things that I want. This is what I want going forward. Okay, that didn't work out. Let's put this behind me. Call up Spencer so I can get rid of all this emotional baggage that came with that relationship and let's move on.
Yeah.
And so the reality is you might look at it like, oh my God, it's like the worst time of my life. She broke up with me. You're sobbing away. But the reality is that you just won. You figured out what it was in your life that worked and what didn't work, and now you
Mm.
can move forward.
Mm.
So, that's one example. Let me give you another quick example because who doesn't love food, right? You go out, you're super excited to go out for dinner, you order this dish, and it's the description on the menu is like, oh man, I can't wait. This is going to be so good. It's going to taste amazing. And it comes out and it's like awful. I can give you an example. I went to a corporate dinner once. It was a Christmas dinner, and with Christmas around the corner here, it just reminded me of that.
Mm.
Um, I'm a vegan, and so the chef comes out and he's like, "Look, we don't have a lot of stuff on the menu that's vegan, but they told me that you're a vegan. I've prepared something amazing for you. This is what it has," and blah 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 blah. And he went on, and it was a risotto dish. And
Mm.
so, yeah, no, not like I was pumped, man. I'm like, man, he made a special dish for me. This is gonna be awesome. I'm looking forward to this. It comes out, and I swear, like I had 3 spoons. I just couldn't. I could not eat it. It was like the most. Anyways, I won't even. But the reality is I won. I know that I do not like risotto, or I don't know. I've never had it since then
That
because
rendition of that risotto.
oh man.
Whatever
So
that was.
the reality is that I've won. I know that. Look, I don't like this. This is not for me. I need to order something else. And if the chef comes out and says, I've prepared something special for you,
Yeah.
I pray to God, God, please, please don't let it be risotto.
No risotto.
But the reality is that one, I now know what I like and what I don't like, and I can move forward. And this can be said with really anything in your life. I really anything in your life. And look, the reality is there's going to be tough times. There's going to be a time, we're in the midst of COVID where you might lose a loved one, and it's unfortunate. And if you've gone through that, my heart goes to you. But there's other things that you're going to have in life which you might be think like, oh my God, like this is like the worst thing that could have happened. You just got to shift your focus. You got to find out, how did you win from whatever event it was? What did you gain? How is that going to help you moving forward in life?
Yeah.
Because like Spencer said, we are wired to win. However, if you're carrying enough emotional baggage, your subconscious mind, which is an amazing computer, it's beyond a computer, it never forgets anything, will not allow you to feel that way. So if you're going through life and you've had things happen and you're like, hey, these guys are saying I should be winning, but I don't feel like I'm winning. I'm like, world 500, me 0. Then let's flip that around. Okay. Let's have a conversation. Yeah, exactly. Give us a call and we will work with you. This is what we love doing. Like, this is our passion. It's our dream come true. So that first call we have with you, no obligations, no funny questions, no commitments. We just want to help you, and we're not going to charge you a penny. All right. So if you've been watching these videos and you're like, man, these guys always say I should call them, but I haven't done it. Well, today, today's the day. Let's do this. Let's make it happen. All right. Spencer, anything I missed or anything you want to add to that?
No, man, you covered everything. I think we both just really hit the nail on the head. Is just we're winning 100% of the time, regardless of subconscious. Every single moment of the day, we're always winning. But it's also great to be conscious of what we need to shift our focus on, so that we can consciously recognize where we can improve and shift where we need to recognize that we actually are winning, and where we need to shift what we're winning with. So I think we've done a great job at kind of like outlining this, and I think a lot of people are going to benefit from that. So I know when I first heard this paradigm shift from this book, it's the book of the month that we've been reading. It's called Un-F Yourself. I'm just going to keep this nice and PG here, or general. Un-F Yourself it's actually a really, really great book. Would definitely recommend it. But it talks about this paradigm shift, and as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh my gosh, I had like an amazing workout. The whole day was just crazy. And I was just like, yeah, that's such like, it really just kind of flips the switch. So other than that, we've covered everything there. If you are interested in finding out more about what we do and how you can get in touch with us, check out our website here. It's leadyourideallife.com. Then that way you can see a couple of videos that's really going to inspire you to really kind of go for what you want and go for your dreams, and see how the subconscious and conscious can really help and inspire you, and go for what your actual mission is and what your purpose is in life. And along with that, today is Thursday, which means that we have a webinar, amazing webinar. And I think yesterday you were saying like, oh, what are we going to do with the rest of 2020? We only have so much longer, but guess what? There's still some time left in the rest of 2020. And, when it comes to 2021, we still are technically going to be recovering from the previous year. So we're ready to go. We've got some great tips for you and some great advice to help along with the rest of 2020 and into next year. You're definitely going to want to be on this webinar. It's 2020recoverymanual.com, and make sure you do that, register now, because it definitely gets reserved very, very quickly. So if you're interested in that, definitely check that out. With that, that's everything we have for you today. I hope you guys have a phenomenal rest of your week, as well as a great weekend, and we will see you next week.
Awesome. Thank you.
See you guys.